What's up, Bite Squad? Aaron here from Bite of Columbus, where we help support local restaurants one bite at a time. And I'm here at Kolache Republic, located at 702 South High Street in the Daily Growler in the Brewery District area. And I'm here with Rick and Dusty. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
So let's jump into it. What kind of explain what is a kolache?
So a kolache is traditionally a Czech style pastry that's made with a yeast dough that's billowy and fillings are stuffed in the middle, such as vegetables, or I'm sorry, nuts, fruits, nuts, and cheese fillings. Yes, you can put vegetables, but there's also a Texas style kolache that uses meat inside the dough. So, and that's usually like a kielbasa or a beef sausage. And this is what they look like. They are really a kind of an old school pastry that is very popular in Texas. I am from Texas and grew up eating kolaches. So having grown up there and moving to Columbus, Ohio, there wasn't a shop or a place that was selling kolache at the time that I moved here in 2006, and that's how we got our start.
So there's no other place like this in Ohio or Columbus.
In Columbus,
Yeah, we're the only place here in Columbus, Ohio that actually is selling kolache. So as Rick mentioned, we've got the Czech style, which is the sweet, and then the savory Texas style, Czech by way of Texas, if you will. In addition to some of the kolaches that Rick mentioned, we also do a breakfast kolache where basically similar dough, or it's the same dough, but we use sausage, egg, and cheese, chorizo, egg, and cheese. We got a vegetarian hash brown, egg, and cheese that basically it's a bigger version of this guy. So it's all rolled up in the dough. It's a great breakfast option. It's kind of like a little portable sandwich that you can eat on the run. So it's a good option for our kind of current environment of eating on the run and eating to go, if you will.
Yeah, Aaron would like to call our food portable and affordable because it is, everything is contained inside the dough. So it's one of those just food items that you can take with you wherever you go, and it is affordable. Our breakfast sandwiches, our breakfast kolache is $5. And what we showed you tonight is really our supper kolache that we serve Thursdays through Saturdays from 5 to 8 here at the Growler. But we did get our start really offering our breakfast kolache, and that's we offer that Wednesday through Sunday in the mornings.
Okay. Well, as a first timer that want to get the real kolache experience, what would you recommend? What would you recommend for first time?
My recommendation, if you're here for breakfast, would be the chorizo, egg, and cheese. Put a little jalapeno in there, pepper jack cheese. It's delicious. It's got a little bit of a spice to it. We serve it with 3-pepper jam or garlic aioli dipping sauce. Also, you got to try a sweet one. So blueberry sweet cheese is probably our #1 sweet flavor. It's basically a sweet kind of cream cheese type base, and we fold in fresh blueberries into it. So it's delicious. It's just a little sweet, not overly sweet like maybe a Danish or another type of pastry, but it's just that right kind of sweetness with the savory. It's very good.
Okay. And what's for dinner?
So what's for dinner? So you're here on an interesting night. So what we showed you, we're doing kind of our kolache minis, and again I'll show it to the audience here. So here we've got a few different things. So this is our vegetarian spinach artichoke. It's an open face kolache. We've got a beef kielbasa with cheddar cheese, and then here is something new that we're doing for as a bring back. This was a sloppy Joe kolache. This was one of our best sellers back in our old location right down the street that we would offer at lunchtime. So basically, we offer these as well as a few other flavors daily. And then in addition to that, outside of your traditional kolaches, we're offering mac and cheese. We've got nachos, loaded tots. So just trying to kind of break it up a little bit from the kolache element. We're still using elements of kolache in terms of the ingredients, but giving the customers a little something different outside of just the kolaches as well.
So Brian, Aaron, do you want to try one?
Yeah, most definitely.
So what we've got here is this is the beef sausage. The beef sausage is really a take on the Texas style kolache. Okay. Yeah, when we first started opening Kolache Republic, we didn't have a source for beef sausage here in Ohio. So all of our meats are locally sourced through Falters Meats, and this is a new option that they have, which is the beef sausage over there.
Okay, this is the beef sausage.
And that goes pretty well with the house-made queso dipping sauce here and the garlic aioli. So we make all of our sauces in-house here. So we try to give customers, something to dip it in if they want, try something different, add a little flavor to it.
This is really good.
Thank you. Yeah, that was actually one of the first new flavors we had done in this space, and it's honestly been one of our best sellers since we reopened.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Now the other one that you're about to try, this is our spinach artichoke. We've had this one for a while. It is a fan favorite, especially for those who don't eat meat, but it's very creamy and cheesy.
I think that's that's really good.
Yeah, the last one is the Sloppy Joe. And feel free, you don't have to buy them all at once if I know we're shoving them on. But anyhow, yeah, that's a house-made Sloppy Joe. We actually started making that about 7 years ago in our old space. It was a daily offering that we had that it is, like we mentioned, a fan favorite. Everybody loved that one, and we had probably, I don't know, a couple dozen requests from customers to bring that back when we opened the space. So that's the first night of having it back here.
These are really good. These are really good. I like the spinach one a lot. I love spinach. Spinach dip and spinach artichoke.
Well, thanks. We appreciate that. Glad you got to try it.
This is going to turn into an eating show. It's going to
get interviewing it. So
you're going to put this down?
No, you're fine. But you can all see me here.
All right, so we know it's been a crazy time right now for the restaurant industry. How have you adjusted to the pandemic and the new health regulations?
Sure. So I guess really we opened with the pandemic in mind, if you will. We had shut down our previous space about mid-February, and then had plans to reopen here in the Growler, but had to put those plans on pause when the pandemic hit. When the governor lifted the kind of stay-at-home order, we then kind of got back into conversations with the Growler folks and were able to open up here at the end of July. And we kind of were just able to build the model, if you will, around the pandemic. So luckily, we're operating in a kind of a confined space in the kitchen area with an order window, if you will. And we've got that plexiglassed off. Obviously, all the staff wears gloves, masks. We do kind of utilize the state guidelines of the 6-foot social distance as customers are waiting in line. Something new that we're actually doing now that we just started offering about a week or two ago is online ordering. So the customer can kind of reduce the time that they actually need to be in the space. They can order online. It'll be ready to pick up in about 15 minutes when they get here. So that's another thing that we're doing to kind of help with the COVID situation.
Okay, and where would they find the online ordering?
On the web? Yeah, on our website at kolacherepublic.com, there are a few links where you can press the call to action button that will take you to the order system site. So so that's available there. Also check our Instagram and Facebook profile. The site, the order site address, the URLs on the profile page.
Okay, and once everything get back to normal, what's next? What's your next goal?
Yeah, that's a great question. So definitely want to continue to go down the route of partnerships. Partnering with the Growler has been great. Beer and Kolache go hand in hand, in all honesty. It's a great pairing. So I think the next step for us is to continue to find those partners and hopefully either purvey in spaces or perhaps, there's always the wholesale operation that we've kind of had in the past that we will probably look to utilize down the road. So just really kind of forming those partnerships. I think we found that we like to pair ourselves with either a coffee purveyor or an evening place like a bar or restaurant. Beers, like I had mentioned, really go great. So this was a perfect fit. So
yeah, I think before we were closed in February, we had already started looking at ideas of how to expand and decided it wasn't really the right time. But through the years, we've developed these collaboration partnerships with different craft beer establishments, and we're really grateful that the Growler we're here at the Growler. I think it's kind of full circle for us, because when we came up with the idea to open Kolache Republic, we were literally having beers one evening, craving kolache, and the idea popped up in our head that, wouldn't it be cool if Ohio or Columbus had a kolache shop that would be served with beer. And so here we are today, with the Daily Growler. We've got the beers here, and our kolache. Cheers. So it's just a compliment to the product, I believe, and goes really well with our food.
Okay, well, Rick, Dusty, I'd like to thank you for joining us. And if you're looking for something delicious and different, make sure you come check out the Kolache Republic.
Yeah, thanks so much. Cheers.